Congratulations on picking your first cigar. Now that you have, what the heck are we going to do with it next? This video is going to show you what to do. But before we get into that, subscribe to my channel so you can get all my updates. This is Sticks at the Shore. Welcome back to Sticks at the Shore. This is Rob here. You've probably seen my last video. My last informational video was how to choose your first cigar. And I did that with John Garofalo from the Leaf Cigar Emporium in Shrewsbury, New Jersey. And today we are going to figure out what we're going to do next. So you picked your first cigar. What we're going to do next is cut your first cigar. So in order to cut my first cigar, you need a cigar. So today's cigar is going to be one of John's. Again, we're using John Garofalo's Enabez Tobacco cigar, the Speakeasy. Shh, I know the secret to this, but it's a great cigar. So we're going to learn how to cut it. There's a number of ways to cut a cigar. There's hundreds upon hundreds of cutters on the market. And today, I'm going to teach you how to cut and what types of ways you can cut. So let's start with the simplest way, a punch. So if you look on the bottom, some of these lighters will have a little piece of metal that comes out. See that? That is a cigar punch, right? Super easy, right? Sharp. What you're gonna do, the idea behind it is you're gonna make a hole at the top of your cigar, right? So you're gonna take the cap, you take your punch, and then what you do is you press down firmly and twist into the cigar. I'm not going to do this because I don't like punches. It's just personal preference. When people say, oh, you know, cutting one way is better than cutting it another way, there really isn't a ton of scientific evidence like one way or the other on whether or not one way of cutting is better than the other. There are some cigars that need to be cut a certain way only because of the construction. And then there's a little bit of proof out there that says, you know, anything other than cutting 80% of the cap off with a straight guillotine cut can mess up the draw of a cigar, giving it a chance for an uneven burn. So take it how you want it. So that's your punch cut. Like I said, you're going to place it on the top of your cigar, press down and twist firmly. And then I've even seen like some people with smaller punches, they do like 2 or 3, two next to each other, 2 on top of each other, you know, 3 in a triangle. It's all kinds of crazy things. So that's one way, is a punch. Second way is a V cut. So some of your lighters will look like this, all right? You got a deep V cut. This is a Colibri. This is an SV cutter. So it's got your V cut on one side, and it's gonna have your guillotine on the other side. This is an amazing thing, by the way. I love this cutter. It's easy. There's like a little receptacle right here. So you're just gonna place your cigar inside the receptacle, hold it there, and you're gonna press down on the plunger, right? And it's gonna cut a V cut. Some people like the V cut. Some people say, you know, it concentrates the draw, concentrates the flavor more towards the tip of the cigar because it's not so open. I mean, yes and no, but you know, it is 6 of one, half dozen of the other. That's the other way. Do I like it? Not unless I have to use it. There's only one cigar to me that I've seen in my experience that you can't straight cut, that you need to use a V cut for, and that is the CAO V660 flathead. So the way the cigar is designed, it literally goes up and it's like literally a shelf like a box on top. So literally top, almost like the end of a 2x4. Literally, you know, they call it a flathead because it's got a flat head. That you can't really guillotine only because of how small that rounded edge is. Those you either punch or V-cut. And now my personal favorite, like I said, I like to use a straight cut, which is the guillotine cut. It's gonna be your classic way of cutting. Like I said, you're aiming for 80% of the cap when you straight cut your cigar. So a lot of the times, some of the cigar makers or some of the makers of the guillotine cutters will put like a false back on it. So it'll have like a picture on the back of something, and it'll have, you know, you stick it in one end, then it'll kind of give you resistance, so you don't cut off too much of the cap, which is kind of cool. So, you know, you kind of stick it in, give it a nice squeeze, you blow on it just to kind of see how well you did. And like I said, you're looking for, like I said, about 80% of the cap. It's pretty close. You know, it's never going to be perfect. And now you've cut your first cigar. So, people also say, you know, there's a star cut, which is like a double V cut, like V cut one way, V cut the other way. Listen, that's like, is there any science behind it? Is there anything behind it? Listen, do you know, you do you. Go with what you like. Go with what makes you comfortable. Like I said, I prefer like straight cuts. I remember for a long time I was V cut because I thought it was neat. Thought it, you know, really did something for cigar. It really doesn't. After I've been doing a little reading, do a little studying, you know, guillotine is just pretty much the way to go. So thanks for coming back to the channel. Enjoy your cigars. Cut however you want to. Just punch, V, straight, star, you know, circles, whatever, you know. Cut how you think you'd enjoy your cigar. So for now, this is Rob from Sticks to the Shore. Peace out, guys. Stay smoky.